Oh, excuse me while I pick my nose. Caught me. I wasn't picking. This is Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food with Keto and Carnivore and Carnivish. And we all keep our carbs really, really low because some of us that do Carnivish still have a little veg. Some of us that do keto have more veg, and some of us that do carnivore have a little carbs because some of the things that we add into our food plan, like an avocado, something like that. I add green onion circles into my scrambled eggs that I have with my OMAD. But we're all doing it, and we're all doing it in a way that keeps us content, satiated, losing, feeling great, sleeping great, going to the bathroom is great. It's all really good. And trust me, this is a 68-year-old broad. Keep hanging in there because little by slowly, even your skin will retain or get back a little elasticity. I'm quite surprised. Like a lot of women, I got this thing going here, and it seems to be going down with a very, very, very low carb kind of food plan. I was just momentarily delighted when I put on this top and I turned to do the what's it doing back there, and I found that it looks like it's trimming down a little bit. It also could be Instacart because I'm bending and twisting and turning. So that might be helping too. So go get an Instacart job. So my little pithy saying for the day is, as I look down to my notes, keto used simply, simply works. Now, how simple is that little mantra? Keto used simply, simply works. And it does. And I know that a lot of you have followed me for a number of years here. And in the beginning, I keto-fied things. I thought, oh, this is fun. And I was keto-fying desserts, and I had stopped eating desserts with low-carb, high-fat. Well, it's like, now I'm going to go back to having desserts? I don't think so, but I did it anyway. I did some baking, coconut flour, almond flour. And then, it just became the too much of the too much. And it keeps getting simpler and simpler. And I see some people have some very keto-friendly or even carnivore-friendly items in their food plan. And I think for a brief second, oh, well, that would work. And then I quickly get away from it. I think the only treat that I still have is perhaps the, a slice of cheese, some cheese in my scrambled eggs or on my scrambled eggs. And I do have my keto pizza on Saturday. And we have the keto cook on the big green egg on Sunday. It includes asparagus, Brussels sprouts, cauliflower, and some steaks and other things like tomorrow I'm cooking some ribs to have later in the week. And so we go about our rest of the week with things like that. Like I made a pot roast yesterday in the crock pot. That'll be 1, 2, or 3 meals for me. Greg can handle maybe 2, but never 2 days in a row, whereas I'm one of those, if it's good, I'll have it again tomorrow. I'll have it again the next day. And what's left over, I'll weigh it out, put it in the freezer, and I'll have it for another day. But that's just how I am. So today, as I record this, it's going to be a keto pizza. So it's how they say the meat eater's pizza? This is like the carnivore pizza. Lots of different meats on top, thinly sliced at the deli. Corando hot ham, Corando, it's the big pepperoni burger, bacon, and that could be it. That's enough. It'll be good. I look forward to it. So, how simple is your keto? Do you confuse the matter because you feel you should have more on your hit list, that you would get bored or restless having the same old, same old? I used to kind of think that would be me, but actually I find my structured list of, 30 different things, maybe max, it all works for me. I have the same things most every day or week. If I'm having extra large eggs, it's usually 3 that I have scrambled. If it's jumbo, 2 sometimes does it. Sometimes I like them fried with the yolk still a little bit unset, because that's kind of like the gravy for the meat. I have fun with my food, and it's simple, it's satiating, it's loaded with fat, but I always have more protein than I do fat. And my total carbs are usually under 5 total. I don't play with net, never have. So keeping it simple keeps my head, there's a lot of damaged stuff up here that needs like defragging, you know. Sometimes I carry a lot of useless stuff, and like my high school boyfriend's license plate P37115, in case you were wondering, from 1967. Yeah, that's very useful, isn't it? Or 52 years old. I got an itchy nose. I'm either going to kiss a fool or pick a fight. What is that? Yeah. And so, by keeping it simple, my refrigerator is simple. You know, I've got 3 dozen eggs. I've got packages of cheese. I've got my 2 non-dairy coffee creamers. I'm only going to keep 2 in rotation because what I found is that they can still get funky even being non-dairy. So I kind of work on 2 at the same time. When one is empty, then I'll add back the macadamia milk. Delicious. Very low calorie, 0 carbs, 0 sugar. You get it in the section of the store that has the those thick packaged milks like Almond Breeze and things like that. Kind of the earthy, crunchy section of my stores, or the organic section. And the Keto non-dairy creamer that I get at Mackie Basket. And then the Better Half Califia almond and coconut cream milk. That's very good too. Creamer. And so I keep it very, very simple. I buy my coffees. I try to aim for organic when I can. And my meats, they're not all organic or grass-fed or grass-finished or any of that high shishi. I make $200,000 a year so I can afford it type meats. A lot of them are just feedlot meats, especially the roasts. You know, when I go to Market Basket, I can get like this roast that I cooked yesterday, $3, 3 pounds, 3.61 pounds, and it was $2.99 a pound. So it was like $9, I think. It was great. It must have been $2.49 a pound because it was like less than $9. So I keep it very, very simple, just like my meal rotation is very, very simple. I like sweet Italian sausage. I like beef mostly. I like ground beef, steak, things like that. I like pork ribs. I bought some welfare rated #1 pork chops from whatever Heritage Pork or whatever breed of pork it is. Pork chops, each one weighs like 0.8 pounds or something like that. We'll be having that. I chose them based on the fat around the center cut pork chop because I'm a little Miss Fatty Piggy. And those are the things that just work in my life. I drink mineral water, San Pellegrino, Gersteiner, and Topo Chico. I love my Topo Chico with its little bubbles. And so, yeah, so I do use an alternative sugar, not an artificial one. It comes from birch trees, and it is xyla or xylitol, and I use it. I have electrolyte powder every morning with fresh squeezed lemon on it, 14 grams of lemon, and I mix that on the powder of that. I have a little sprinkle of Dr. Price's electrolytes just to sweeten the bitterness. And that's how simple it is. And so shopping is great. And it's funny because I'm in the stores all the time. I figured Instacart would be easy, but some of the orders that I get have very, very, very obscure standard American diet foods. So it is kind of funny, like corn dogs, Mrs. Smith's pies, and then all kinds of other things in the snack aisle. The SAD is alive and well, and I love it. But I learned stuff that I didn't know where it was. So once I have trouble finding an item like those corn dogs, dastardly frozen corn dogs, I know where they are the next time, so please give me that order again. But I love both jobs. I love food. I love seeing what people eat. We are light years ahead of so many people just by not having sugar or grains. Trust and believe that. And so if you've given up just those things, maybe diet soda, maybe artificial sweeteners, maybe your fruits, you are styling. Stay with it every day. Don't give yourself cheat days, cheat weeks, cheat meals. I'm telling you, it works. I'm 68, and the last time I weighed this was in the third grade. So miracles can happen, I don't take it lightly. I take it very seriously, but I take it. I do it. I don't play. I've had my quota of cheats and treats and playing and gaming, shortcutting. Right. I weigh, I measure, and I enjoy. And mealtime is a 20 to 40 minute time for me and Greg. And then I do a picture of it first. I can't do a picture of it last because the plate is so clean that you'd think I just washed it. I am a Clean Plate Club member. So I'm so glad you're here. Keto works. Keto, used simply, is simply keto. You don't have to futz around with it. Wouldn't your life be easier if you just minimized all the surrounding stuff that says keto approved, keto meals? Yeah, even those we send you meals in boxes, they're jumping onto the keto bandwagon. It's so simple. You don't need a cookbook. You don't need Pinterest. You don't need to order a box of, other people prepared foods. It's so, so simple. When in doubt, have a burger. Stuff it with some cream cheese. Put a slice of other cheese on it. Put the pan drippings on it. Call that your keto protein meal. I love it. I'll see you the next time. This has been Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food with Keto Used Simply is Simply Keto. I got to say it a million times. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye for now.